we're going to stand down our armies. Why can we only stand down some of our armies? Because there's still Vikings hanging out in Cornwall, apparently. I have a rash. Too long you've restricted the political influence of your vassals. The time has come to give the council more power. Submit to this demand peacefully or face the consequences. I will not be blackmailed. I'm going to make a bookmark save right here. And we're going to show what happens. We're going to show what happens when you try to blackmail me. I will not be blackmailed. Alright, so we have the Breton Revolt. And we're going to just crush it, is what we're going to do. I'm going to have my best commanders. I'm going to appoint a new marshal from among my loyal vassals. Yeah, we'll make Aid my marshal, and yeah, he can be my steward. This is a civil war that you will not win. Better understanding of military. Rebels and opportunists are flocking to the banner. Yeah, we gotta crush their bigger stacks first before they can unite into a coherent force. Looks like it's not going to be that hard because they don't have good commanders, and I think even put together they don't have our numbers. And I have syphilis. Okay, did my husband have syphilis and did I just not check? Or I don't know how I ended up with syphilis. I was maimed. I now have one hand. My life is in your hands. Let's do an experimental treatment. Horrible mistreatment. So I snorted scabs, which apparently is not a good treatment for syphilis, is the impression I'm getting. Chase down the revolters. You will be punished. You will all be punished. And they did manage to reunite, or to unite their army, but we still have much better numbers here, actually. The one-handed syphilitic 63-year-old queen is kicking her asses. Lacks a childhood focus. Struggle. Of course. You have horrible commanders. You don't even have enough commanders to fill all of your flanks. And Vikings shown up. Haha, look. They got depopulation in their counties. Alright, so I'm dead. Ertugrul is now the king. The first king we've had in a while, actually. We've had... I think we had 3 queens in a row? 4 queens? Yeah, Harscut was the last king, and then we had 4 queens. And now the 23-year-old, let's see, Harscut. So Harscut was, so he's a great-great-grandson of Arthur the Bear. Queen Arganthel has given up the ghost age 63. She died of syphilis, a chaste woman. She died of syphilis, a chaste woman. Those two things don't really go together, do they? Her honor was beyond refute. A godly woman, Arganthel is with Jesus now. King Ertugrul, a naive man. So I guess they just want to focus on his weaknesses. I don't want to become a counselor. Are you kidding me? That's a shitty ambition for a king. His reluctant nature may stop him from taking charge. Long live King Ertugrul. Yeah, don't talk about the fact that I'm an amazing diplomat or anything. I'm going to go carousing, because I want to get rid of Depressed, and I want to make my vassals like me better. I also want to gain Gregarious, and then eventually I want to try to increase his marshal some more. So, ambition, let's say groom and heir. If I'm not already the educator, okay, I'm already the educator for my son, Fromuel. That sounds like just a made-up version of Samuel. Framuel. Who is... So Aiden... Yeah, he's a leper, though. I mean, he has really good stats, but he's a leper. My kinsman, Uther. He has the slow fever. Let's make him heir for now. And then my entire council got fired. Let's keep the crown focus on Devon. I can't do that right now because it's being raided. Designated regent. Yeah, Gwethencourt of Oxford. He was always he was good to my mother. So I think I'll let him be designated regent. We do need another commander. Oh, we can have 5 commanders now? Really? I'm not checking these people for Craven, which I probably should be. Open council positions. So my chancellor... Yeah, you can definitely be chancellor. Steward is the next most important. Yeah, I'll give it to the mayor. Marshal. Aiden can be marshal. This guy can be my spy master. This guy can be my court chaplain. Train troops for me if you wouldn't mind. And now I have a commander slot with no valid candidate. Okay. So we're going to win the Civil War. Uther is now the heir. Going to chase the Vikings away. We're going to set our crown focus. We are going to make sure they're really gone. And can I call any more troops up? Not that I'll necessarily need them. Okay. So the revolt is centered in Erging, which I guess is the... I don't remember what that used to be called, but apparently it's using the Welsh name now. I wish it would use the Welsh localized names for Breton culture as well, because we're missing out on having all those cool Brythonic names for our counties here. So I think at this point, if we siege down the revolters' capital county, we should... No, we should keep chasing them. Unmarried heir. Uther. Genius. She's 36. That's a little old. Quick. There's some good quick candidates. Lombard courtier here. Yeah, he'll lose 200 prestige, but that's alright. Leave that as a fine betrothal. Executed the robber bands that were plaguing Gwent. Excellent. I think he's probably going to retreat to his capital here. Oh, wow. And I've died in battle. Why is it that my best characters always end up dying in battle? Actually, he wasn't that great. King Ertugrul has given up the ghost at the age of 24. He died in battle against Count Alar of Winchester, although not especially blessed. Come on! You're shitting on this guy at every possible opportunity. He must have pissed off the chronicler that wrote these little blurbs. Although not especially blessed, we hope Ertugrul will find peace in the afterlife. King Uther, always clad in glistening and splendid armor to cover up his gigantic chin. Uther wants everyone to see him as he charges into battle. Long live King Uther. Alright, so he's actually a significantly better ruler, so that's not too bad. Let's groom an heir. It's betrothed to the young... oh man, her stewardship isn't as good as I thought it would be. And so I guess... yeah, let's focus on rulership for now. Just to keep our domain limit in line. Died bravely on the field of battle at the age of 24. Aiden, yeah, see, you would be a good heir if you weren't a leper and disfigured. I guess Rosen, Princess Rosen, would make a good heir. She has a cough and she's depressed. Yeah, okay. So we need to refill our Chancellor slot. I don't know why you got fired, dude. I definitely still want you on my side. And Aiden can remain Marshal. I don't see why that was a problem for anyone. So you have a bunch of shitty commanders because a lot of my good commanders went over to the revolt. I'm gonna make this our crown focus. Dang it! Cornwall's depopulated by disease. Domain's still too big. Hopefully once the business focus kicks in, that'll fix that. Otherwise, when I get married, it'll fix it. I'm also 16 now, which is awesome. I'm gonna make a bookmark save here. Alright, we've won the Battle of Archenfield. I think we only need to chase these fools down one more time, and we'll probably... Okay, there we go. 100% war score. A war that claimed the life of 2 monarchs. But we have come out victorious. I think if we have any vassals that still have a negative opinion of us... Revoke his title. If we release him from prison, it would increase his opinion of us by 6. Yeah, actually, everybody seems like they kind of don't really have a problem with me, so I'm just going to release everyone from prison. Release, release, release. I will start my reign off by being magnanimous. So they tried to force some sort of Magna Carta shit on us. Killed a couple of our ruling family, and but we're good now, right? We're good. We're good. Who's not good with us? Oh yeah, I can release these guys in someone else's prison, I guess. Maybe. We'll see. So he wants to really be on the council. He'd make an amazing court chaplain or an amazing steward. Yeah, I'll fire my current steward because he's just a mayor. I mean, a mayor. What is a mayor going to do? Fabricate claims on Norfolk. We are going to train troops in Devon. We're going to scheme in Devon. We are going to make the Pope like us. And Domain is still too big. That's okay. Everyone likes me still. Kent, Wessex, Gwynedd, Powys, Hoybarth, Wicca. I think we can declare a holy war, though. This guy's still... Yeah, he's still a pagan. So... And we got rid of our modifier for vassal levies raised too long. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and have a holy war for East Anglia real quick. While we're waiting for a claim on Norfolk. Hey, and look! There's the Swedish army. They were already hanging out in Britain, and it's like, hey, what up? What up, guys? Yeah, we had this idea to take your stuff, so it's, you know, it's how funny to run into you here. Yeah. Smuggler's Ring in Shrewsbury has been eliminated. Let's see if we can get... Like, is there any beard that would make him look even less like a dork? Yeah, like, that's like the chin strap going on. Let's do... Maybe if we give him some more, like, a more dignified haircut. Like something really flowing and majestic. Yeah, it's probably the best we can do with good old King Uther there. I'm disappointed that we have the Central European portraits now and not the Celtic portraits. Several tavern owners in Dorset have come forward to your court with complaints against Countess Perrin. Apparently she's gone on drunken rampages through all of their establishments, and they are demanding compensation. Let's see. I'll pay it. Yeah, go ahead and call all your friggin' tribal vassals into the war. Let's see if I freaking care. Even though you're fighting the Saxons, which I appreciate, I think in this case we can't really come to terms. Learned Jewish man has arrived at our court. Cool. He's good with money, which means he's never going to sit on my council because that is currently held by a key vassal. Apparently, some of our commanders died in battle against Vikings. That's okay. We've got a pretty steady supply of those. Alright. So we've thoroughly thrashed them. Thoroughly thrashed them a second time. And now we just need to occupy the province in question. Apparently we lost another commander. Gerdelach, my young rival. Be thorough. Others count on you. He's not of my dynasty, so I don't really care what happens to him. And she needs an education focus. Rowdy Willful. So how about be a soldier? Underfunded sheriffs have allowed a robber band. Oh man, Mercia put down their revolt somehow. Raiders have arrived in the capital. That's okay. Just want to take Suffolk. Swedish reinforcements have shown up in Essex. And some more Vikings down there. Yeah, the Saxons are beating the Vikings handily, it looks like. And they've left our lands alone for now. Good. We have a new Count of Hereford. He's in my dungeon. Let's let him out of my dungeon so he'll like me more. Arranged marriage. The Emperor of Francia wants to marry this girl. Sure. Stubborn streak. Let's teach her to be proud instead. Anfrith is no longer the regent or the steward. And I have inherited a county from... I inherited Middlesex. So I believe that I need a new commander here. And I need a new designated regent? Is that what they were saying? I don't know. Realm. Men. Married doesn't matter. Not already a ruler. My religion. My culture. Adult. Yes. Great house. Doesn't matter. Sort by stewardship. I mean, Aiden would be great, but he's a disfigured leper. This guy, he's the heir to what? He has a claim on Essex. Well, we're going to give you Middlesex. Grant landed title. Hopefully he likes me. Yeah, he likes me well enough. He has a food shortage because he's trying to hide from... What is it this time? Syphilis? Syphilis isn't an epidemic disease, is it? Damn Aztecs. Spreading your syphilis. Did the French retake Avignon? Is that what that is? Verdun. Hey, another learned Jewish man. We're getting lots of learned Jewish men. I bet it's because other rulers are expelling the Jews, blaming them for the syphilis outbreak. Calling more people into the Holy War. It's not going to help you. I have inherited the county of Kent. Well, I already have my filters set up here. So this guy is too old. 39 and humble. Sounds good. Guess what? You are now the Count of Kent. Alright, we're getting kind of sick of this war, so anytime that you guys want to give up the ghost... Excellent. I could finally get married. And we already have positive prestige. Yeah, let's take more prestige. We could use some prestige. Cool, we got some prisoners. I don't know if those are Vikings up there, or if that's an actual Norse army. It's involved in the war somehow. Doesn't really matter. We're just going to kill them anyway. Alright, force demands time. And who is... She's a Saxon. No Saxons. No Saxons allowed. Ruler, no. He's 31. He's in my dynasty. Let's see. This guy is ambitious. Definitely not. Content. Yeah, we'll give it to this guy. He's older, but if he dies without kids, we'll just deal with it. Stand down the army. Let's check on our vassal situation. Anyone hate us? The Chief of Kent. He wants to be on the council. He'd make a good marshal or a good chaplain. I don't think he can be a chaplain because he's not a bishop. Aiden is our current marshal. We'll make him a commander instead. Anyone else hate us? For, like, any good reason? Not really. Do we have a CB on this guy? No. Do we have any CBs on Mercia we can push right now? I could claim Worcester for one of my vassals, but I don't want to start creating any double counts yet. Technology. Religious customs would kind of be nice. Oh, we can get the next level of cavalry. So that's cool. Might as well upgrade our light infantry while we're at it. And yeah, none of the rest of that is stuff I want to actually spend time on. Kent. I don't think we can manufacture any de jure stuff right now. So that's going to be the end of this segment. Just going to go ahead and save 925. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Loresworn Order. I'm at AsaTJ. That's ASATJ. And Loresworn.com is our website. There will be much more of the Return of Arthur campaign to come. Aztecs haven't really blobbed much more than where they were last time. We've still got... We're just going to do a quick survey of the map here. The Sadiqids are still spreading Shia Islam around. The Bahrani are their current rivals in the Sunni space. Lombards have held on to a large part of North Africa, and it looks like the Byzantine-Lombard conflict has died down a little bit. Aztecs still converting very piecemeal. They're converting provinces to Aztec religion and Nahua culture. It's spreading slowly through Europe. We'll see if they actually manage to stay that way or if they end up converting at some point. How many rulers have they had? They've actually had 4. So I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't converted to a European religion yet, considering they don't hold enough holy sites to reform. We are now handily in command of the south of the south and west of Britain, and we're pushing our way forward. We ravaged the Mercian countryside. Unfortunately, we've lost prosperity in most of our provinces from disease too. We even have some depopulation going on in Hereford. Shrewsbury's booming though, so that's nice. And in terms of, looks like the Swedes took some territory from the Munsterian kings in Ireland, but they also have started to consolidate their rule in the south a little bit. Religion. The Germanic provinces in Britain have been converted back to Catholic, but the Germanic is still holding strong, except in a few areas of Sweden and that one Orthodox province in Norway there. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. Since it is past 900 AD, unreformed pagans are more vulnerable to missionaries. Looks like, yeah, the Vikings have started to kind of move their way down the river system here. Still don't know what's going on with Pannonia. Khazars, I believe they're still Sunni. Yeah, and the Otukan Mongol horde has converted to Buddhism, so that's interesting. Still pretty stable down in India. Pratihara has not done well. Rashtrakuta is doing very well. And Abyssinia still hanging on, although they are in the middle of a civil war, it would look like. So yeah, we'll be back with more of this soon, and thanks for tuning in.